Hi, we met here at our freshman year at Gustavus, and we were bonded through faith, baseball, and entrepreneurial drive. We sat there thinking, how can we solve a problem that will help other Gustavus students? And then we realized the problem. It was textbooks. We were spending almost $400 every semester on textbooks. And after the semester was over, the textbooks lost all their value to us, and we got pennies on the dollar trying to send those textbooks back to used textbook retailers. And so we thought, how do we solve this problem? And then it struck us. Weston sent in our baseball group chat saying he needs an intermediate accounting textbook. And luckily, one of the upperclassmen who had taken that class several semesters earlier was able to sell his book to Weston. And in that transaction, Weston got the book 50% off what he would have gotten if he bought from a used retail textbook dealer. And the other classmate of ours and teammate got 600% what he would have if he tried to sell it to a used retail textbook buyback program. And so this was it. This was the solution. This was a win-win. But how were we able to take this scenario and expand it to the entire Gustavus campus? And then it became SchoolShark LLC. SchoolShark LLC is a website. You can find it at schoolshark.co. This is a functioning website where we connect buyers and sellers. And with a small transaction fee, we help these students connect and make it a win-win-win situation. And here's Christian to let you know how that website works.
Hey guys, so when we were creating our website, our main goal was to make it as simple and easy as possible to use. So when you go onto our website, we already have over 50 books listed, and right away on our site there's our SchoolShark's top picks, and that's just some of the most recent and most popular books listed. If you don't see the book you're looking for, what you'll do is you'll click the Buy tab, and this will bring you to our collections page. Our collections are all the majors offered here at Gustavus. So if you are an accounting student and need an accounting textbook, you'll click on the Economics and Management collection, and then you'll find your textbook that you're looking for, buy it, and then we here at SchoolShark will alert the seller, they'll deliver the book to you, they'll get paid, and everyone is happy. Now here's Weston to talk about some of the progress we've made and what we'll be doing moving forward.
Thank you. Now, when we came up with the idea, we thought, this is something that we think really could work, but we had to figure out first, is there a market for it, and is it something that we can scale? So we did our customer research. For 3 months, we went and interviewed students asking what their pains and gains were when buying textbooks, and in the end, we ended with a survey. The survey got over 130 responses. The 4 main questions that were asked were, do you feel textbooks are overpriced? If there was a platform that allowed you to get textbooks for cheaper, would you use it over a bookstore? Would you take slightly additional time to sell a book if it meant receiving considerably more money? And most importantly, would you trust buying a textbook from another student on your college or university? As you can see here, the results were astounding. We got tremendous feedback with over 93% of students saying yes to all 4 of these questions. This is what let us know that we had a market here. Now, everything that we've showed you so far, all this prior information is just for Gustavus, but we have a bigger picture here. We aren't stopping there, and we're planning to scale. Now, when we do that, what we need is capital in order to get the website up and ready to be able to handle the back-end traffic and the scalability to be able to go from campus to campus. We're planning on having a different page for each school. We have a web developer that we have been speaking to and is ready to do it as long as we have the funding for it. So all of that is just contingent on that. Now, once we scale, we're planning on going to Bethany first because it's close, and then as long as our traction remains to increase, we're going to expand to schools along the MIAC and eventually to all over the state. And in the end, we'd like to be able to have someone from Gustavus to be able to send a book to someone from California. We have big ideas here, and we want to be able to get it to as many students as possible. Now, In addition, we've also been trying to build our brand. We want this to be more than just a service. We want this to be a brand that students can relate to and to be able to have a community on each campus that it's here for. So we built a social media brand. We have our Instagram. We have over 700 followers of Gustavus students on campus. That's almost a third of Gustavus's campus, of students that know who we are and are excited about us and have and support us, basically. Now, in addition to that, we also have our apparel line. We thought, how else can we make this a brand that people can relate to? Well, let's make some clothing that people can buy and rock on campus. We wanted to make this something that students could rock, whether they're hitting the books or hitting the beach. We wanted them to feel good about repping SchoolShark. We have over $550 worth of sales in just 2 weeks of this apparel. Now, why is this going to work? One, we've done the heavy lifting and the legwork that we need to do in order to make this work. As you've seen, John can do the heavy lifting that we need to be able to get this off the ground. That's over 500 pounds. It's a lot. Now, in terms of legwork, as we've said before, we've done the customer research. We've gotten the website up. We've done the nitty-gritty work that companies need to do to get off the ground. We're ready to hit the ground running. We just need the capital for it. In addition, we've also had a meeting at Craig Hallam Capital Group, which is an investment banking firm in addition with private equity, and we were able to meet with their research analysts that see pitches like this every day, pitch it to them, work with our business model, and come up with a solution. Specifically, one of their research analysts is their head research analyst for Barnes & Noble's textbook program. He asked us very challenging questions. He knows the industry, and he is in support of this idea too. He's going to be a great mentor for us as we continue to scale. Now, the main thing that's going to make this thing work is the service itself. Once that first person saves 50% on their book or makes 40 to 50 bucks on it, the news is going to spread like wildfire, and you can imagine what someone's going to do with 40 to 50 extra bucks in their pocket as a college student. They're going to buy more groceries. In addition to that, I just believe in our team. I know that we have the ability to go through the ups and downs of the scalability. As we expand, it's going to be hard. We're going to be going through some difficult times, some things that we're not going to plan for, some things that we have planned for, but I know that because of all the legwork and the prior work that we have done, that we're going to be able to handle that, and we have just the motivation and the drive because we believe in this service, and we believe that our service is doing something really, really cool for the community of Gustavus, and we want to be able to bring that to as many students in the country, and I know that we're going to be able to do that when we get the funding that we need. And most importantly, once that happens, we're ready to rock and roll. Thank you.
We have 7 seconds left on the timer. 7 minutes, 53 seconds.
All right. So, for the questions, that's just a sequence. Yes. Oh, sorry. What did I do?
Hey everyone, if you're seeing this right now, that means that we are not here, and you guys probably just watched our presentation. Right now we're going to go through the Q&A session, so right now I'm with one of my business partners, John. He's going to ask a few questions that we figured the judges might be wondering in terms of what they would have wanted to address in the Q&A. So we're going to use the 2 minutes and get through as many questions as we can. So John, go for it.
So Wesson, who are your biggest competitors?
So directly, I don't think we have any direct competitors due to the fact that what we're doing is new and unique. In terms of indirect competitors, obviously online bookstores, discount, used bookstores, on-campus textbook stores, and Amazon would probably be our main competitors. But what differentiates us is the fact that our service is unique and we focus on the peer-to-peer aspect of it, and that we're trying to brand it to be more than just a service, and that it's something that people can, connect to and make a community out of it.
What about Facebook Marketplace?
Yes, so there is a Facebook Marketplace at Gustavus. They kind of structured it to make it be some sort of peer-to-peer textbook sales facilitator. However, it's very inefficient. There's no way to search for the books that you're looking for, so people list their books, but there's very little conversion rate in terms of the books listed to the ones that are sold. So what we do is we actually take that idea and we made it a lot more efficient so that we can actually connect those people looking for the books with the people that are selling the books. And so in general, we made the website in order to be able to take that idea and make it work a lot better.
Why isn't there something like this already?
So, like the Facebook Marketplace, there have been things that have been attempted to be like what we are doing. However, they just did not do the legwork in order to get it off the ground. So there actually was someone that tried to do something like this before. They got the website up and everything, but they didn't build their brand. They didn't brand it at all. They had a social media page, but it had like less than 100 followers, so it never really got the traction needed. Right now, we have over a third of Gustavus's campus captured, and we're ready to rock and roll with that. So we've done the legwork needed to be able to get it off the ground.
And last question here. What is going to be your biggest obstacle?
Yeah, so our biggest obstacle is going to be handing the reins over to one of our ambassadors at the new campuses that we scale to. So right now with Gustavus, we're able to capture a bigger audience right now because we know a lot of people. We're able to follow people on Instagram and stuff like that. But once we expand to these new schools, then we're going to have to rely more heavily on the idea of the service itself and on the ambassador that we hire to be able to market it and for people to be able to trust in that ambassador and in our service. But what's going to make us able to do that is once we make it work here at Gustavus, we're going to have the data and the proof that shows that this works and that it's going to be something that people are going to be able to use and take advantage of at their own campus.
Great. Thank you, Wesson.
Perfect.
Okay, and with that, we conclude the presentations. Thank you.